Hello everyone, welcome back to my Flippin Mobile. Now I realize it's been a minute since I showed you anything around here, and you may notice that things look a little bit more lived in. I have made another move. I am actually living in the mobile while I finish it up. And I've got another move coming up. So yeah, it's been a busy spring, a busy start to summer. I've done some camping, I've done some backpacking, I've done some trail work with Pacific Crest Trail Association. Yeah, a lot of hanging out with friends and a lot of work around here too. So what I want to do today is get started outside. I moved the shed and I have the old platform that needs to be cleaned up, and I've got a ceiling in the spare bedroom, the leaner that needs to be taken down. And I borrowed a trailer, you see it out there, from a neighbor, and I need to fill it up, I need to get it to the dump, and I need to make some progress on this thing. I have a short time that I've got to finish this. It has drug on far too long. So here we go. Let's go outside and I'll show you what's going on. You want to go outside? All right. Well, my little potted garden is looking just fine. Okay, so the shed around back here. Now, I moved this from the backyard onto this pavement or paver patio area. I extended it out a couple of feet that way and made a nice flat platform for this thing to sit on. Let me show you the platform that it was sitting on. Oh my goodness. This is completely gone, right? And so that's the first order of the day. Let's get this thing cleaned up. So that plywood and 2x4 platform was exceedingly rotted. So the 2x4s, excuse me, I'll bring out my reciprocal saw and cut those guys in half so they fit inside there. So it has been beastly hot around here recently. It's been in the 90s and it hit 100 yesterday. And for me, you know, my body can't take that. I think I've had heat stroke or heat exhaustion a couple of times in my life working landscape jobs. So I'm really sensitive to the heat and just can't take it. So I've been spending a lot of my time inside with the air conditioner on. So I think, you know, that's enough. It's only about, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning or something, but it already feels like it's 80 out here. So I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna work on getting that ceiling down in the second bedroom. All right, so I've got you on the wide angle here, so if things look a little distorted, that's why. But in order to see more of the bedroom, that's what I got to do. So it seems like most of what I do here is just shuffling things around so I can work on something, and I shuffle, and I work on something, and I shuffle. Well, I need to shuffle things out of that back bedroom. Oh, hello, sweetie. I need to get things out of that back bedroom there, and so I can finish the floor and some trim. I've got the bypass doors need to be painted, hung back on the closet, you know, so I need to get all of the tools and the storage things that I've got against the back walls in the bedroom out of there and move them into here. But before I move them into here, I want to take care of a couple of things. So I'm going to get rid of this closet here. You know, this wall right here, this upper works right here, the shelf, and these. The back wall, this wall are just part of the room, and then this was added onto it, right? So I'm hoping that there's no, well, I can see a little bit of damage to the plywood or paneling over there, but I don't see anything else here. So I want to try to save the paneling, save some money, make things go a little bit quicker. You know, getting this thing finished soon is a priority. So as soon as I get this closet out of here, I'm going to work on this drop ceiling here, which, yeah, is sagging. I've got to know what's going on with the roof joists. There is just damage along the ceiling back in this general area. Okay, anyway, let's get started. Well, okay, now that I have this piece of plywood that was the ceiling of the closet area, now that I have it down, I can see that the 2x that are the ceiling joists are in good shape. The hanger right there is fine. There's been no compromise with rotting or anything like that. I can't make the same claim about some of the other things I'm seeing. You know, we'll have to see about this insulation. As I remove more of the ceiling tiles, what's going on is going to become more apparent. There's some foil right there, foil backed insulation maybe, but some of this stuff I can't tell if it's like a mold on it or just what that black is, a discoloration. You know, you can see on the back side of this furring strip here, there's, you know, this leaked and there is some damage there, all right. But all right, so this is not going to be any fun at all, taking these ceiling tiles down. It's going to be a messy, nasty, dirty job. Okay, I can see a little bit more about what I'm up against. This paneling right here is shot, gonna have to be replaced, so I'll tear this wall off and do the replacement that I need to do. I need to get the molding off of the paneling next to the ceiling. Looks like I'm going to need some new furring strips that are properly leveled. There does seem to be maybe just a very slight sag in the ceiling here. I measured these 2x that make up the roof joists and they're like 4¼ inches. So they must have been ripped to, you know, that size rather than making them a full 2x6. I don't get it, but you know, there's a lot about this room that was really poor construction and I'm fixing it as best I can. So it looks like this paneling is fine. There's a little bit of damage right there around the base of the window. I think that's going to be all right though. When the window trim goes up, that'll be fine. Looks like the rest of the paneling around here is fine. So I just need to replace a couple of pieces here and yeah, work on the ceiling. So I'm going to do that off camera. I think the next time you see me, I'll have a few things figured out. Well, there's always a dozen things going on around here and none of them finished. And 101 projects on the list waiting for some attention. This right in here was where the shed was and really uneven ground. So this excavation soil is coming from where I'm doing some paver work, expanding a walkway into the backyard from where a planter used to be. Anyway, so just digging through here to get the rocks out, the pieces of debris, and just generally working with getting this ready for some seed and some water. But this is where I'm going to end this video. Thanks so much for joining me, and you know, please hit your notification button. I hear from a lot of people that they don't get me in their feed and whatnot. You know, surest way to cure that is just hit the notification button. Anyway, enough said. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again. Be blessed. Take a hike.